What's going on, guys? It's the Sayin Society. You got myself, Jachik, Justman, and Jagad. And,
Justman.
Justman. No, he was busy with some stuff, so we're going to be doing this one without him. It's
He actually doesn't like us.
the weekly anime and manga discussion,
34.
episode 34. So, we got quite a bit to talk about. We're talking about One Piece, Black Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen, Vinland Saga, Dragonball Super Manga,
Gachikuda.
Gachikuda.
You didn't read
I
it.
didn't read it,
You
bro.
didn't read it. I'll bring up Orient. We'll
Yeah.
talk about Orient for a little bit.
And then I think
That's it.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Chainsaw Man, right?
And Chainsaw Man. And
Okay,
Chainsaw
cool.
Man. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Obviously starting with One Piece.
yeah. Chapter 1078.
Yeah.
So, what the cover page was Judge and Caesar.
Posted up, yeah.
Yeah. And so, it
I
seemed...
don't really know what's happening there.
I mean, it seems like they're not fighting, right? They're like they've finished fighting. They've like squashed their beef.
I'm looking at it right now. It
Yeah.
says the formation of Neomads.
Yeah. So now they're a force.
Yeah.
They're another force.
This is
Like
the beginning of their
basically what Oda did through this is now you have the Cross Iron Guild, you have Neomads, you have the Revolutionaries, you have all the different pirate factions, and then you have the world government, and now it's just a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to see some crazy shit.
The new mad scientists.
Exactly.
We're going to see what they can create.
Exactly. And like the Seraphims
I'm
and that
kind of
bitch shit.
curious. Like, what's Germa 66 going to create with Caesar? Because knowing...
Devil fruits. They're going to 100% create a devil fruit.
Well, did they need Caesar specifically for the smiles?
Yeah. I mean, he was the one that was creating those specific ones.
He was creating them.
He was creating the Zoan ones.
Yeah.
Right? So I had read a theory where basically Vegapunk did the Paramecia ones. Caesar was doing the was it Zoan ones? And Judge was dabbling in the Logia ones.
Okay.
And that's what like his children are.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there aren't any Logia smiles. We haven't seen any Logia
No, I know,
smiles.
but like you know how
fruits, like
so
the,
you know
in
how
general, like
you know how Vegapunk did like the lineage factor, and that was his sort of take on Paramecia's.
Yeah.
Then Caesar had the smile. Like Judge did whatever he was doing to sort of create like an elemental aspect in the sense of Logia, not true Logia, but an elemental aspect.
Okay.
Hence why Sanji has fire on his legs. Right?
I thought that was Lunarian though.
That was what I was saying before.
Yeah.
This was a theory that I just read.
Okay.
Right.
I
So
mean,
I was
that's
like,
cool. That's
yeah,
cool too.
yeah. Because it adds like a little bit
That's fair.
more to them, right?
I can definitely see
In the elemental sense,
Caesar just adding the devil fruit aspect.
Yeah.
To not really be on Seraphim level, but be able to help combat that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, just getting into the chapter. So, one thing, it seems like Sentomaru, he knew that these guys are trying to kill Vegapunk.
Yeah.
And that Vegapunk was researching Ohara and the Void Century.
Yeah.
So does that mean Kizaru and Sentomaru have different beliefs?
Probably. Like, that's what it leads you to believe. That, like, Kizaru is, like, coming here to eliminate them.
But, yeah, what
if he's coming? Yeah, exactly. Like, why does Sentomaru think differently?
Because
like,
Sentomaru wants to save Vegapunk.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah, right.
So, he should theoretically...
He wants that knowledge to, thrive, I guess.
I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it's more so with Vegapunk as who he is to Sentomaru.
Oh, I see.
Like, his relation to Sentomaru is more important than his like duty as a Marine.
So? I don't know, man. Sentomaru is pretty like straight, like arrow.
Right, but he's like, I mean, he doesn't seem like if he was such a straight arrow. No. If he was a straight arrow, then he wouldn't be acting as like a non-Marine against Luffy during the archipelago. Sorry.
Yeah. No, like he was still doing what they wanted,
but he wasn't a Marine, so he wasn't like the fact if he was straight edge, he would not be doing that. That actually goes to show you that he's not straight edge. He just does what he wants. No,
because you could make the case that he's not like he's not actually incorporated. He's not with the Marines.
So
like
he's okay. He's
a side division because he operates on his own.
No, but at that time he wasn't even
because he's been the head of the pacifistas.
Yeah.
So he's been working closely with Vegapunk.
Yeah, he
you could say he's an experimental division.
But I'm saying at the time of the the archipelago,
Yeah.
he was not in the Marines.
He was still part of the government. Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Because he still had command over the pacifistas.
At that time, did he?
Yeah. Because right
don't
after
think so.
after they do
Did
because Marineford happens right after.
Yeah.
And he's ordering the pacifistas to go and mess things up. He's
But
the
I
one, he's
swear
the one
they had
ordering
like
them around.
shown.
Like essentially, like he had the
So
key.
bring up Sentomaru, because I swear they'd shown like not
chapter?
not in this chapter, just as like wiki page. Even though I know it's not reliable, but I'm fairly
That's
certain
tough.
when they introduced him, they were like, okay, he's not actually like unofficial member of the Marines. Like he wasn't official.
It says he's a Marine officer assigned to Marine HQ. He was once the bodyguard of scientist Vegapunk.
Oh shit.
So he does have like this is obviously from the wiki.
Right. So
But
take it with a grain of salt.
but the fact that he did have command over the pacifistas, like he
Yeah,
for sure he
Okay.
was working with Vegapunk for a
He
while.
was, and he calls him like grandpa and shit, and
Gramps,
like he
yeah.
calls Kizaru uncle.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just like a very like family oriented person,
Yeah, sure.
and that's what I mean. Like,
But I'm surprised if like because he heard this announcement of him researching Ohara,
yeah,
and it doesn't seem like it swayed him. Like
Like
he still
yeah.
wants Vegapunk to survive
because at the
despite
end of the
that
day,
knowledge.
let's say you're a Marine, right? If you're given this knowledge, like, oh yeah, so and so is gonna release info on the Void Sentry. You don't know shit about the Void Sentry yourself because
Yeah.
Marines don't. Are you gonna be like, okay, like why do I care? Right,
No,
like that
'cause-
should be your initial sort of thought to that. Is why do I care, or like how does that affect me? What is the terror?
But
of
it's not,
this,
they're not rational
know?
as Marines though.
I know,
they
but
they follow orders.
That's
right?
true, but Sentomaru seems like he's rational. Like he's like
Uh,
him and
I don't
I'd
know.
put him and Smoker in the same barrel.
You think so?
More so, like
I
you
don't
know,
think-
like kind of like that
That's
sort
tough.
of, you know.
I would more so put like Fujitora and Smoker in the same barrel because we don't know enough
Okay.
about Sentomaru.
guess,
We haven't
yeah.
seen enough of his character to say anything like that.
We've seen quite a
Like
like this right
we've
here
really
shows
seen,
us.
I mean, yeah, we've seen that he wants to save Vegapunk, but
Yeah.
before that, he's just been ordering pacifistas around. We haven't seen anything actual like character development from
Yeah.
him. Yeah. But yeah, so we do get into the chapter a little bit further. We find out. I mean, I guess I want to skip a little bit.
Why?
Well, because it's essentially just what is it? Snake blowing shit up and
Yeah.
people trying to survive,
Okay.
and they're
Yeah.
they're fighting Jimby. You know,
Yeah.
Sanji, no difficulty, takes that Jimby punch.
Okay. And
No diff,
and
bro. Then you have Zoro here, just kind of
what? Zoro and who? Zoro and who?
struggling.
Zoro and who?
What?
Zoro and who else
I
is
don't know.
struggling?
Nobody else.
Yeah,
It's just
Luffy.
Zoro.
It was fucking Luffy. You fucking
Nah.
bitch. And Luffy apparently, who has advanced Conquerors hockey, couldn't tell when a fucking Seraphim in front of him dipped out.
What are you talking about?
What do you want me talking about? Like he fucking leaves.
Well, he clearly tells Usopp to go help.
So I mean, I like that happened because now we can see this sort of one-on-one with Zoro and S Hawk,
Yeah.
and then Usopp just be in the background.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, well, so we get a little narration here
Yeah.
where
like,
they're already talking about what's happened on Egghead Island, like as an incident
That
that's occurred.
Yeah.
That's gonna change what's happening in the world.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm like, this is wild that they're doing the narration like this because
Like it's a flash forward sort of narration. Like it's being told from a future point.
yeah.
That's what it seems like. That's literally what it seems like. And I don't think we've got this
like
before.
like
Yeah, we
we're
haven't.
watching this unravel, and it's kind of cool because the futuristic
Yeah,
island and stuff
yeah,
too.
very dope.
Yeah. But dude, I wonder, like, dude, they gotta bring so much shit out of this one arc for it to, because it's basically catapulting the rest of One Piece into its finale, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways.
But yeah, so we get the kind of like, you could say reveal
Yeah.
that somebody on Vegapunk's island snitched on Vegapunk,
yeah.
right? But before that, actually, there's a very important panel that
Well,
we kind of glossed over.
Yeah.
It was Bonnie crying to like, it's like a little small little panel of like the Kuma bubble.
Yeah, and
which
she's
is
crying on
she's
the left.
crying
Yeah.
profusely.
And this is
But,
when
yeah.
they bring up the incident,
Yeah.
like the Egghead incident.
Yeah.
So assuming that she's, seen the memories, or at least what
Yeah.
she could,
Yeah.
right? And then it's just brought out all these tears, and then it shows the elders, it shows Kizaru, and it shows just a bunch of people that are basically pulling up to
Yeah, like
Egghead.
this dude. Well, it also shows somebody in a 3-piece suit who got bodied. But
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't, but it's because they
Yeah.
do mention Cypher Pull, but
Yeah.
like, whatever, man.
anyways,
But they knew that this is something that was happening for a while. Like they knew that Vegapunk was like gonna counteract. Like they both sides knew what
Mhm.
was happening. Like Vegapunk knew that they know that he's researching Ohara.
yeah,
So and they had to stop him, and he knows that they had to stop him.
no, 100%.
So then, basically, him creating the Seraphims and doing what he's doing
Yeah,
was to stop this.
no, 100%. And he was capturing the Cypher Pole agents, wasn't he?
Yeah. Well, no, that was. Well, we don't know who was doing that.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We do know that York is the one that ends up
Yeah.
being like the defected
The defector.
Vegapunk,
Yeah. There's
right?
also something that I think her name
Which
is
is like the
Atlas.
reveal at the end, right?
Atlas also mentions that there was a room that
Yeah.
was locked.
And
that
she just thought nothing of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
That was my
Yeah.
first thought. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you're supposed to
But
be like
it's
the
like
smartest
it's
person,
because they're split
smartest
up, right?
people in the world, and you're like,
Yeah,
okay.
but she's a child. Like if you look
I
at it,
mean,
you could say that like Vegapunk split his childishness to that because
Yeah,
children have a lot of creativity and stuff.
that's true.
right? So
But
it's
it
kinda-
wasn't. But Atlas wasn't the creative one. It was
She's not.
Pythagoras or
she's
Edison,
not, but
who's supposed to be the
but that doesn't mean she has like
yeah
what is it critical
critical thinking.
yeah, critical thinking
Or
skills,
like
right?
okay, I guess.
But York being the reveal at the end of the
Yeah,
chapter,
yeah.
I personally didn't like it at all.
Why?
I hated it.
And her motives. You didn't like her motives either.
Her motives make sense because
Yeah.
she's supposed to be like the greedy one,
Yeah.
and her wanting to become a celestial dragon is
Yeah.
like really cool.
Yeah.
But nothing in the chapter at all, or in the whole arc actually,
Arc. Yeah.
had even shown us that maybe it's her.
Yeah. Nothing.
And I wish
yeah.
she had just laid that down where like we're thinking, okay, what led to her being the person, right?
I mean, everyone was thinking it was gonna be a Vegapunk defecting,
Yeah,
and
but
I'm sure
it would've been better.
And I'm pretty sure, like before everyone said it, we said it first.
no, we did.
Yeah.
You did.
Ben.
You did.
Oh, it was me. Oh,
Yeah.
word.
But
Heard it here first. But yeah, like,
I just don't think it should have been her.
well, because I had read a thread. I think they're the same thread that you read of Arthur O'Hara,
Yeah.
where he was like, in every scenario where something went wrong, where
Yeah.
a Seraphim defected
Yeah.
or did X, Y, and Z, York was present, but York was also like,
Previous
like
could
basically,
have done something before.
yeah,
right?
could not have been out of that circumstance to make whatever X, Y, Z
Yeah. So
happen.
it doesn't make sense why
That-
it's her.
that she was able to do so.
Yeah.
But then again, that's if you consider that she doesn't have a double, like a body
Yeah.
double.
Yeah.
Because if she has a body double, then she can get away with
Like
everything.
knowing that she's greedy and like when she's sleeping and stuff like that, like to be honest, like they haven't actually shown her do anything
Yeah.
where she could be doing stuff in the background.
Yeah.
But to me it just fell flat. Like I would have rather had it been the Gorosei or even Doflamingo or
Yeah.
like the Seraphim Doflamingo, like whatever.
Yeah. S.
Even if it was a whole
No,
new character, because then
Doflamingo.
you would have been like, oh, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, but it's
You
again,
know?
it's like very late in the game to be introducing.
Well, they introduced like 7 Vegapunks, right?
Yeah,
They
but
can still introduce
no. But
characters.
Vegapunk is a character who we've been anticipating for mad long. It's not like out of left field. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Yeah.
And then, so the reason why she's locked up Stella, I'm assuming, is that if they kill Stella, the rest of them will go away,
Yeah, they all died.
right? Because why didn't she just
Yeah.
kill him? Why did she lock him up with the
Yeah.
other Cypher Pull agents?
Well, I mean, but here's the thing, right? Like,
and also, why didn't
it-
she kill the Cypher Pull agents?
yeah, we don't know to what extent the brain fruit works,
Yeah,
right? So, like, if York was somehow able to develop a science, because they did create scientific organs,
okay.
like it was referenced maybe a couple chapters ago.
Yeah, I remember.
If she could create her own synthetic brain,
Yeah,
now she's her own person. She does not
You
need.
think that's what she did?
That's what I think she's attempting to do.
yeah,
And those cipher pull agents
yeah.
could have been experiments she was running. Because I mean,
Yeah,
how are you gonna
that's
how are you
true.
gonna test that,
That is
right?
true.
Yeah. So
Like the fact that she's like they're playing off her being like greed,
yeah,
and she wants to become a celestial dragon.
that was great.
I think it's okay. Like I like
Yeah.
that she wants to be a celestial dragon, but the
Yeah.
greed thing is like, because it just reminds me of like 7 Deadly Sins or something,
Right,
and then there's
right,
greed,
right,
and
right,
all,
right.
like
Yeah.
it's something that's like been done
Oh,
a few
before.
times
It
now.
has. It has.
Where
Yeah.
when they had shown the 7 Vegapunks and like they're named differently. Like you have Atlas.
Sorry.
Let's see.
Yeah. Thanks.
Did you mute your mic?
I did,
Okay.
but your mic definitely got it. Fuck. Hold on.
You have Atlas, Stella, Pythagoras. Like you have all these cool, unique names.
Yeah.
It would have been cool had they gone in that direction with them and played into their personality.
But then
in
I
that
feel
way.
like it would have been too obvious.
Well,
Whereas
that would have
people,
been.
we were still thinking the same thing. We still thought the 7 deadly sins when their names were revealed, but because it wasn't so on the nose, we weren't able to make that distinction right away. Which is
Yeah.
why he was able
So
to
it's like-
make this sort of reveal the way it was. Because right off the rip, people would have been like, "Oh yeah."
But also,
greed,
she doesn't
100%
look.
is greed.
She didn't even look greedy though.
She looked gluttonous,
Yeah, right. She's
Yeah,
more
but-
gluttonous, not greed.
but it works with her. She wants more. Like she's.
I know.
You know.
Yeah, I guess so. Both work either
Yeah.
way. I just didn't like the reveal. It just wasn't hitting for me. That was like the
Okay, fair enough.
one bad thing about the arc. It rubbed me the wrong way.
You're saying the entire arc is just now.
Well, before it was we were just kind of watching and waiting to see what's happening. Like it's nice,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just the murder mystery thing that he was playing off.
It was
of,
great. It was great. I don't.
In
you know
One
what?
Piece
Like,
fashion, it was
yeah.
nice. You know.
I don't think like the fact that she's basically like, if we're considering the fact that Shaka's dead,
Yeah.
she basically killed a portion of herself.
Yeah.
That's
you
crazy.
think Shaka's actually dead?
Let's say he is.
Yeah.
Let's say he is, right?
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like what she's willing to do.
and
to
and you know
become a
what?
celestial
And the
dragon.
thing is, I had said my thoughts last podcast,
Yeah.
but somebody failed to mention them. Okay. Okay. And basically, what I had said, and the thing is, I would have been dropping the mic right now
Okay.
if this person had said what I was trying to say.
What?
Was that when Shaka got shot, right?
Yeah.
The way he got shot
Yeah.
was the same way that Princess Otohime got shot.
Oh yeah.
By what? Who did she get
Celestial
shot
dragon.
by? Exactly. And what is
Oh,
your
I
trying to be?
see. Oh, I
A
see, I
celestial
see.
dragon.
I think somebody
Exactly.
Brought that up.
That's a
Oh, you brought that up.
did I-
You brought it up to me off pod, I think.
bro.
Because I brought up the
Bro.
Yeah, I did talk about it being like a
Yeah.
Bellemere thing.
Yeah,
but
you mentioned the Bellemere thing, but I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, no, like
It's
the perfect
Otohime.
time. Say what I was saying.
It's all good, man.
Can't believe it.
That's crazy.
Anyways, yeah. So and that
Yeah,
so
it's a
that's
good
sort
parallel.
of
It's a good
exactly
parallel.
And the thing is now, you have Bonnie, you have Zoro, and you have a potentially wannabe celestial dragon. What happened at the archipelago?
We're talking about
With-
the same thing with like before.
Remember
Where
what happened
Bonnie, like, saved
before? Bonnie, Zoro, and a celestial dragon.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be the other way around, where Zoro is gonna be killing a celestial dragon.
think so?
For sure. For sure.
I really like the way that they played into celestial dragons because I mean last pod I was talking about like what's the point of celestial dragons at this point? Like they have no
Yeah.
goal or nothing, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
we were just kind of spitballing,
Yeah.
but because we had Doflamingo be a celestial dragon that stepped down.
Yeah.
We had a celestial dragon learn from his own mistakes from Fishman Island
And step down.
No, and like learn and become better for when they did the
yeah.
their like holy gathering thing
Right,
with the
right.
kingdoms,
Yeah.
and then we've seen like them being scumbags in pre-time skip.
100%.
So then that's kind of like what's really left there for them to do. So them having somebody else try to achieve celestial dragon status, like we didn't even know that was a thing, right? Because people have always said like this. You'd assume like this is kind of like almost like an inbred clan of people that like God
Yeah,
loves or something.
yeah.
Like the way they described it. You didn't.
Yeah.
You
like
we
they
didn't
only
know.
like you have to be like a descendant of somebody. Like there's like
Yeah,
bloodline
right?
shit. Yeah, 100%.
We didn't know that somebody could actually become a celestial.
But the
dragon.
thing is, like, what if now York could, if what I'm saying is correct, the whole synthetic brain thing,
yeah,
she could just swap her body into a celestial dragon's body.
yeah.
There you go.
Because I'm wondering if they lied to her though.
Oh, that's even
Right?
possible. Like they're just like,
Because I don't think she.
they're baiting her.
Yeah, I don't think they just wanted to have that inside scoop,
Yeah.
and they're like scummy enough to do that shit,
Yeah.
and then just like steal it all away.
Oh, I
right?
could see that too. I could see that
Yeah.
too. Yeah. But I mean,
That's
at
what
that
I
point,
think.
she deserves it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Fuck that bitch.
I just thought it'd be cool to have somebody.
But it's nice to
Because
see.
like just even if she doesn't like become a celestial dragon,
Yeah.
like, assuming she dies in this arc or whatever, that means like somebody else has potential to become a celestial dragon.
That's true.
So then
But it's nice
yeah.
to see villain females.
that's true.
You know, like the only
Yeah.
one we had before was like Big
Big
Mom.
Mom.
Yeah.
Really, yeah. I mean, we had Alvida too.
Where
like-
she goaded, right?
Yeah, no like actual like
Yeah,
real
you know,
villains. I
like-
get that. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So that's why I don't mind it. I'm like, you
Yeah.
know what?
You could say Hancock was a villain for a bit for the Amazon Lily arc,
I guess.
technically,
Okay.
and then she just had to change her heart and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anyways, I wonder what's going next. Like, I don't think she
Yeah,
should survive this
yeah.
arc. Like, do you think Vegapunk's surviving at all? Like, you think Stella dies? Like, you think Stella could even Loki take his own life to stop the rest? Of
Yo,
them?
you know what I think happens? It's kind of like, this is going into my whole synthetic organ
Yeah.
thing. I think Stella leaves a portion of his brain behind,
For
either Robin or Frankie.
how's that gonna work with them?
Like they like gain the knowledge of whatever it is that he had, like
Well,
like,
if they use Kuma's fruit,
yeah,
they might be able to
separate his soul from his body.
not like that, but in the way that they were able to get the memories
Yeah.
for Kuma, do the same
Same
thing with him,
with Stella. Okay, yeah.
and then do
Okay,
it with
yeah.
Robin.
No, that'd be dope. That'd
Right?
be dope. Robin, or I would say Frankie, but yeah,
Yeah.
Robin. Either
Right?
either or. Yeah.
And that'd be
Because
pretty
if they
cool.
could separate his soul
Yeah,
from his body, then we're getting to like next level crazy.
that's like some Brook
territory.
shit though.
But not because Brooke was because of his devil fruit.
Yeah,
And if we assume devil fruits have a soul, you could make a devil fruit out of like Stella, like out of Vegapunk.
yeah,
Like I don't know.
that's going deep.
That exactly.
going deep.
That's going deep. That's going deep. That's me just like all good.
Yeah. I think it's kind of crazy that she's down to just kill every Vegapunk.
Oh yeah. Like, that's like
right?
psychotic.
yeah,
That's a part of you. Like you're gonna
Yeah.
just kill a part of you like that.
that's tough.
Yeah.
I wonder what it is that made her switch.
It's almost tragic.
No, it's not. It's really not. Wish it was.
You're
Yeah,
telling me that
yo,
Stella's not her dad?
I
Come on.
just hope like Oda kind of backtracks a little bit
Yeah.
and shows us what York was doing. How did she set this stuff up?
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll find out next
Yeah.
chapter. What do you want to get into now? Vinland?
Yeah, but let's do some Vinland.
Do some
Saga.
Vinland?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we got Vinland Saga episode 10.
10. Yeah.
For the most part, or I guess like for the first half, it was really just Thorfinn and
Yeah.
Einar just
Einar
thinking
just-
about what they're gonna do after.
Living it up.
Yeah,
Uh,
and they're
just two boys having fun
and while I was
in
watching
the
it,
sun.
I was kind of thinking like it'd be kind of cool had because they didn't really know what their dream was or whatever to do afterwards.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, maybe I'll go back home. But
Right.
Einar's like, oh, I don't even have family. Doesn't even matter if I go back.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been cool if Einar was kind of just like, I want to stay here.
Yeah.
Like that slave mentality where now that he's been doing it for so long, he's so used to it. He'd
Yeah.
rather like kind of like Peter. Peter's down to just stay there even after he was free.
Who?
Peter Patel.
Yeah.
Patel. Sorry, man. My bad. My bad. Patel.
Word.
But
Okay.
like it would have been
Yeah.
like I think that'd be nice if he just was like, because especially that girl that he's
Yeah.
in love with,
Yeah.
Arnheid. She's
Yeah.
there too,
That's
and
true,
maybe
that's
he
true.
wants to stay for her, and then he ends up staying on the
Yeah.
farm or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Before we get into the rest of the episode, I had some thoughts from last episode
Oh yeah.
that were not discussed on pod, and I really want to talk about it, so I'm going to. So last episode, what happened was we saw Thorfinn, and he's like falling into this cliff, or not the cliff. It's like a chasm, you could say, almost, right? And he's like falls down, and before he falls down, he sees his dad, right? So you have this chasm sort of thing, and he's falling, and he's trying to crawl out, right?
Yeah.
And this scene is like a direct parallel of when his dad dies
Like between the two islands.
between the two cliffs.
Yeah.
The exact same thing.
Yeah.
He's like sandwiched between the two cliffs.
Yeah.
And at that moment is when his despair starts, his whole like tragic journey of
For
like
Thorfinn.
his of
Yeah.
Thorfinn, of his hate
Yeah.
with Thor's and Askeladd.
Yeah.
And then almost in that same sort of fashion with Thor's and
Yeah.
Askeladd, he stops his journey of hate.
Yeah.
You
But
know what I mean?
also, yeah, and also,
And that would have been great if that was mentioned. And I have like that both panels. I want one panel here. I want one panel here showing that shit.
No, because it's cool. Because also, in that sense, Askeladd is the one who killed Thor's, and
Yeah.
in this one, he's the one who's protecting
Yeah,
Thorfinn to
yeah,
get
yeah.
out of there.
Exactly.
Right.
I
I had briefly mentioned that though.
okay. Sure, you did.
The Askeladd thing, yeah,
Yeah,
with him
but-
protecting Thorfinn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
not that exact
Yeah,
parallel, but
alright,
sure,
All right.
it's fine.
Yeah. Anyways, so the rest of the episode 10.
Okay, this is like the
The-
meat.
Yeah, the bulk.
meat of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We get back to Canute,
Yeah.
and we're seeing kind of where he's at with his kingship, I
Yeah.
guess.
I cannot believe how much he's changed.
You couldn't stop yourself, huh? You really couldn't
I
stop yourself.
couldn't.
You wrote that shit down like a week ago,
I did.
and you're like,
I
let me
did. I was
keep
like,
that.
yo,
Let me keep that.
I was waiting.
Yeah. Nah. Anyways, you can see that he's prospering, I guess, but he's
Yeah.
also dealing with glimpses of seeing his dad.
His dad, yeah.
And-
And straight up, yo, what a snake.
Who, Canute?
100%.
I mean,
What do you mean? I mean, bro, his older brother loved him so much and shit.
oh
Gave
yeah,
him, gave him,
and he
ga-
poisons him.
Exactly, and he poisons him just
Yeah,
because
that's
he's
bad.
like so greedy.
He probably shouldn't, but they're kind of leaning into that curse, right? And
Yeah,
it's
the
also
curse of the crown, where you're like,
it's
wanna
almost
be
like Shakespearean in that way.
It is, it is.
Right?
Yeah, but still, fuck that guy.
No, like the thing is, you would say fuck that guy,
But
but it's like you don't know where what he's planning still, because where we left off with him in season 1,
yeah,
it looked like he wanted to like bring peace to the world or whatever. Like he wanted to his mindset was different from
Yeah.
everyone that came before him.
but you like,
So,
bro, to the point where
I feel like it's
Yeah.
one of those things where his is like the ends justify the means. So he's willing to poison and do these things, cause even the way Askeladd was willing to kill give himself up
yeah,
for Canute to
change,
like to become this king.
yeah. No, he obviously saw
Right?
something in him,
Right.
but
So
bro,
that's why it's like
yeah,
because you know that Askeladd saw that,
yeah,
and like Askeladd is like one of those guys that like saw things that.
in a different way,
from everyone
100%,
else.
100%.
So you're kind of waiting to see where Canute's gonna take it.
But and I could be wrong. I feel like if Canute just asked his brothers, like, "Yo, here you go."
Yeah, maybe.
That's the
Maybe.
way the brothership was
I
portrayed.
think
Where his brother would have been like, "Yeah, fuck it, bro."
no,
here you
it
go."
was portrayed in a way where he shouldn't have had to poison him.
Exactly. He could have just
But
asked him, and he would
I
have been
think
like, "Yo,
it's-
here."
Well, obviously it's one like the curse.
Yeah.
It's crippling him.
Yeah,
But also with everyone else just either favoring one person or the other, it's
Yeah.
like it's one of those things where he's like at one point, his brother might have done it to him, and it's kind of like who would have done it first. So it's better,
Okay, I guess
Right?
better. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
like it
Still,
whatever.
fuck that guy.
I mean, it's hurting. It's
Yeah.
hurting. But I do like the way that they're showing these glimpses of him struggling with
His dad.
his dad's death, I
Yeah.
guess, or just like this curse, I guess.
Yeah, he's talking to a like
Because
floating head.
you have Thorfinn who killed all these people and didn't care about any of them until now, right? And now it's all hitting him, and like you can see that he's like screaming in his sleep and all that, right?
Yeah.
And then you have Canute who really only killed one person, like in that way where like his dad's death is his fault,
Oh yeah.
right? Like Askeladd set it up and
Yeah.
like whatever, but Canute
Yeah.
was like, you know what I mean? And now he's just constantly seeing his dad everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
That's true.
Other than that, the episode it was a good takeaway, I guess.
It was.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, I don't know if people watched the opening theme song, but
It changed.
this is no, it's
Oh.
not that it changed. It's just
okay.
this is kind of what it was referencing.
Yeah.
Because I remember when we watched the first episode, they were showing spoilers in the theme song.
Oh yeah. Always. Always.
But it was so low key. Like if you hadn't read the manga,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even know that it's spoiling.
Right. Right.
And then now that you've seen the way he's been dealing with his dad and stuff,
Yeah.
now you can start seeing that in
That's
the
sort
theme
of in
song.
the, okay,
So that was
word,
really
word,
cool.
word.
Like it's not like One Piece.
No, it's true.
Just blatantly, you know. Anyways, so we got Orient that drops like maybe once a month or once every 3 months. I don't even know.
Right.
It's so weird sometimes. Sometimes it's like 5 chapters at once. I don't
Yeah.
know. But chapter 120.
Yeah.
You could say that they're heading into this final arc,
Yeah.
at least before this chapter had dropped.
Right.
But so where they're at now, there's 5 generals, and one of them has white aura, and typically the aura is yellow, green, blue, or red,
Yeah.
and the main character has black aura, right?
Oh shit.
So basically, like, from before this time, we've only really seen two generals,
Yeah.
like actually in action and
Right.
doing things. Then they had like a whole kind of like a Kage summit thing,
Right.
and now Musashi's and his group, Kojiro and I forgot the girl's name.
Gojira.
no, Kojiro.
Oh, I was like
Kojiro.
shit.
No, so they followed this other general
Yeah.
because they're one of the other generals is like, you know what, you can learn from this guy because the
Yeah.
fact that he has white aura
Yeah.
means there's something that Musashi can learn from it, even though
Right.
he has black aura.
Yeah.
So essentially, the way the author's working with this is that like every color in the rainbow makes up, like, together can make up white,
Okay.
right? Like it's like through a prism
Right.
or whatever, right?
Right.
It's white light.
Yeah. Yeah.
So because of that, this general can use every different type of aura magic,
Oh shit.
right?
Yeah.
So then in that same way though, if you so for black aura,
He should be able to do the same thing.
he can do the same thing, but not that because of the light thing, but because of ink.
Oh, cause
Where he's like every single type of ink can get mixed together
yeah.
to make black ink.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's like the theory that they're using.
Right. Right.
So then they follow this guy, they go on a ship, and for Orient, like every clan of Bushis, they have their own little fortress thing. And they go into this guy's fortress, and it's almost like a living, breathing Oni.
Oh shit. That's
Because they have like the skeletal muscles and stuff
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it, and it
yeah.
looks like it's like breathing and stuff.
Right.
And even these guys are tripping out because they're like, this is so weird.
Yeah.
But it's because they've been researching Onis and how they
Yeah.
materialize and
Oh,
do
that's cool,
things,
that's
and
cool.
then they base their, like, after they did the research, they base their whole structure on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you find out that the general has a sister, and she's actually a blacksmith, but like she's supposed to be like a princess considering that she's the sister of the general, but she likes to just do blacksmith stuff, and she's creating swords and stuff like that. So you kind of find out that in order for Musashi to actually access like the extent of his powers,
Yeah.
he needs metal on that part, like on level with that shit.
Okay. Okay.
Because the general with white aura, he has the strongest
sword.
metal
Yeah,
essentially,
Yeah.
where he can
Like
go.
it's like mithril or something.
Sure, because the metals, they create the metal from the onis, right?
Right.
So, but the highest level of that would be from the strongest oni, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
And the whole last arc was basically fighting
Strong.
like
Onis.
tentacles of this oni, I guess, whatever. But now, at the end of this chapter, they go and they're like, let's go, get some metal.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming now it's just gonna be the blacksmith creating this sword for him,
Oh, that's dope.
and him learning to tap
Yeah.
into like the different colors.
That's dope. That's dope.
And like they had a pretty cool twist last chapter or 2 chapters ago, where one of Musashi's boys that he like just recently became, like, he spent like that whole, it was like a really big arc, like
Yeah.
he spent that whole time with this dude,
Yeah.
really nice guy, glasses and shit, and then he gets corrupted and like essentially, like, I want to say assimilated into like the Sakatsuki.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also mentioned that there's so we've only seen 2 people from the Sakatsuki group,
Right.
and they just introduced 2 more in this chapter,
Yeah.
and they're referencing them by like Yellow Dog and Blue Dog.
Okay.
But this guy that's Yellow Dog,
Yeah.
so you kind of see like a lapse in the guy that gets assimilated, where he's kind of like stuttering and he can't say what he wants to say.
Right.
And the yellow guy, he uses his powers because normally yellow is used to like bolster up like, I guess, your defenses or offense, either
Okay,
way.
Sure.
But in this way, he's using it to screw with the guy's personality.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so like when the guy was having his lapses, he used
Yeah.
his ability,
Yeah.
and then it like brought him back, and he's like, I'm gonna kill everyone, type of
Oh
thing.
shit. Like kind of kept him on a leash.
Yeah, but then Musashi saw those lapses, and he's
Yeah.
like, I think we need to save him because he's not this type
Yeah.
of dude at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Now we're about to have a
Like-
Naruto moment.
like with Obito,
Yeah.
no, it's not gonna
I mean,
be
just
that.
like
It'll
some
be better
shit.
done. It'll be better
That'll
done.
be better done.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's always better done. But yeah, like Orient's, I wish it was just coming out more regularly, but it's
Yeah.
going well. Art's always been good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Speaking of Naruto,
Man,
I
I'm
know,
checked out right
I
here.
know, I know. Justman really wanted to talk about this.
we should have saved this for next week, actually.
you
Just so
think so?
just so you could be here to listen to this. Go ahead.
But I know like Twitter's been going wild about this Boruto chapter. And I know he would love to talk about how it was so peak. So if you don't know, and this is a huge
You know he has a
spoiler.
Boruto figure, right?
Oh yeah, he does,
Yeah,
right? So he
yeah.
must be a huge fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder where he got it, right? It's like
Yeah.
looks really rare. He
It-
must have like
Limited edition, dude.
he must have like
He got up at 5 a.m., stayed in line,
100%,
all that. He did the
100%,
works.
Yeah. What a great guy. Anyways, yeah. So this latest Boruto chapter, we're just gonna briefly touch on what happened. It is a huge spoiler, but to my knowledge, and Justman could correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong, but
Continue.
but so Kawaki is the main antagonist,
Yeah.
sort of Boruto.
Oh yeah, and he's fighting Boruto in this episode or whatever.
Well, in the manga,
Okay.
and so Kawaki supposedly kills Naruto.
Yeah.
But then he uses this omnipotent like jutsu or like
Omnipotent.
visual prowess.
Yeah.
That the what is it, Otsuki have.
Yeah.
And what he does is he switches his roles with Boruto.
So now he's Naruto's son.
Yeah.
They just switched bodies for what?
So no, like he's like Kawaki is Naruto's son, and Boruto.
They switched bodies, or he's still himself, but in terms of like reality,
Yeah,
he is now Naruto's son.
and Boruto is now
Wow.
the one who killed.
Damn, this guy's dad left him, and now he's like, I want a new one.
Yo, and the thing is, he's been like, yo, fuck this kid.
That's crazy.
He killed Lord 7th, bro, or whatever, Lord 8th.
Damn.
And everybody he'd be like, yo, fuck this kid, bro. He killed the greatest.
That's
yo,
peak.
da, da, da.
That's peak. That's peak. That's peak, bro. That is peak. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm not even reading that shit, but like, damn.
Yeah.
I
know
hope, I hope,
Justin's
I
like
hope
super
Boruto
happy.
dies. I hope Boruto dies. End the series now.
All right. Anyways, moving on.
We can go into Black Clover.
All right.
That was a pretty solid chapter.
The fucking fire chapter.
Solid.
And
like we got a lot of.
heard it here first. I said
Maybe
this.
sure we got that, but I meant like we got a lot of progression in the arc.
Okay, yeah.
Because we had all this
we did
training
like training
time
random shit,
where we're finally getting
Yeah.
like a war goal.
and it started
you know?
so quickly. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't think.
I thought I missed a chapter, high key.
Same.
Because it was just so abrupt.
Everyone's ready. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, "Yo, we're about it. It's on site. We're ready for the
Yeah.
smoke."
I saw some cool people I've never seen before.
And then,
like,
and then we see, I guess the captain of what's it called?
Black
The
Holes?
praying mantis.
Oh,
No,
sure.
we see Yami. Yami
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
goaded.
Yeah.
But we see the captain of the praying mantis. His name's like Jack the Ripper.
Okay.
And Lucius pulls up, but he pulls up with,
Sister Lily.
no. He pulls up with who looks like Notched, the vice captain
Okay.
of the Black Bulls.
Oh shit.
And Jack the Ripper captain
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, bro, I knew he got you. I haven't
Yeah.
seen you in so long." Then he gets fucking blitzed,
Yeah.
hole through the
Yeah.
chest, arm gone,
Murked out.
but he's not using the magic that
That he
Notch
originally
uses.
had.
Yeah.
Some paladin shit.
No,
whatever
it's
he's
not,
on.
bro. No, it's not.
What is it?
So Notch had a twin brother who died.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he was Yami's best friend, and he used light magic.
Oh, so it's him?
So it's him.
Oh shit.
Like he was like,
I didn't know that.
"Oh,
Sick.
word." He's like, "Oh, word. Let me bring you back to life."
Damn.
And I had been said that, yo, he's gonna bring the previous people back to life, cause the next person we see
Yeah.
is Noel's mom, and
Oh,
she
that's what that
died
was?
giving birth.
That's what that
to
was?
Noel.
Oh shit. I didn't know that.
So she came back to life. She's like, "Yo, I didn't think
Yeah.
I was gonna find my children like this."
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
That's cool.
it's about to get crazy. And the thing is, we saw like the rest of the angels kind of sort of descending from heaven.
Yeah.
So who are these other people that he brought back to life?
Find out.
We'll see like previous Wizard Kings.
It'd be cool because it's kind of like I don't want to say mention Naruto again.
Again, yeah.
But spoiler for Naruto if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But with the Great Ninja War,
Exactly. Yeah.
where like they're tapping into characters we've never really touched up on.
100%.
So like, as long as they're not bringing back people that have already died in Black Clover that you watched die in Black Clover, that's cool.
Yeah.
As long, and if it's new characters that
It
you,
is-
like, you only ever heard of,
about, yeah.
and then you're like
Yeah.
now we get to see
Like,
them
'cause
like do
both
some
these
shit.
characters are characters we haven't seen die,
Yeah.
or like we've only seen like one mentioned that she
Yeah.
died after birth,
Yeah.
and the other guy we just know he died.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
his name was
cool.
like Morgan or something, or Morgan.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
man.
I thought it was a really dope chapter. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was good. I liked it. We got little bit Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man. I mean, we can.
Well,
do
we do Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, we'll do
Actually.
Dragon
Let's
Ball
do Dragon Ball Super. I know we said Chainsaw Man.
So-
But Dragon Ball Super.
chapter 9.
I got a bone to pick with you guys.
Yeah,
bro.
why?
Holy! First of all, Krillin's getting no difficulty by a B.
That shit got me so chapped.
Nah, I don't know what Toyotaro's doing
that's
with this.
mad
Man.
disrespect on Krillin.
You know how bad this chapter was?
How bad?
Almost
is
as
this
bad
chapter?
as the movie.
Fuck you.
Yo, cause the movie or the chapter is going into the movie now.
It is. But the thing is,
We're getting a little bit more better context.
we are.
We have Piccolo training with Pan for a few months,
Yeah.
and then we have Hito going to jail, and then 3 months later or half a year later,
However, yeah.
Hito comes.
But the thing is, his motives, like in the movie, right? He
Yeah.
comes out of jail, and they're like, "Oh, yo, Capsule Corp's bad,"
Yeah,
and he's like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
guys."
word.
Even though you're a fucking genius,
Yeah.
he's like, "Yeah."
but here you kind of have a little
Because
bit.
he has that sort of beef with Trunks. So he's
Exactly.
like, okay, yeah, word. Fuck
Yeah,
those
now that he
guys.
has beef
Yeah.
with Trunks, he's like, oh yeah, Bulma's Trunks is.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Yeah,
Dr. Jiro, like the whole thing. They're like, now it's
Yeah.
connecting a little
Everything.
bit better.
Yeah, it is.
Just a little bit. It's still like not that good,
It's not.
but it's still better than nothing.
But the thing is, the B thing, that is like absolutely bullshit.
yeah,
And
that's
I know that he's
that's
probably doing
dog
that on
shit.
purpose to like scale up.
scale up
Max.
cell. Yeah.
Yeah. to
Nah,
scale
but
up-
that's garbage. He's not creating androids that's
Stronger
stronger than
than
Krillin.
Krillin,
There's
bro.
no way.
like you're telling me that B
Yeah.
is soloing the Naruto
Nah, man. Like, the way Krillin was just like, oh no, I lost them. Like, oh,
Yeah.
they pulled one over on me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm
Gee
ex-
Wilkers.
Yeah, like I'm exhausted, dude. I can't do anything about this. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Like,
terrible.
I mean, I don't know how weak Krillin's gone, but like,
I mean,
Tournament
he
of
did say-
Power, like
oh,
he was
exactly. And the
popping
thing
off.
is, I
Moro
know-
arc, he was doing good.
Yo, I know Hedo said that like the bee has like a neurotoxin that can make you pass out.
He didn't even hit him with that.
Maybe he did.
He didn't.
That's
though.
the headcanon we're using.
No.
That's the headcanon
He didn't
we're
even hit
using.
him with that. That's the thing. Had he hit him with that, you would have been like, oh shit, maybe. But no, he didn't even hit him with
Yeah.
that. But yeah, Piccolo's training with Pan was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We got a little bit more time on that.
We did.
And then, cause you actually see Piccolo pick up Pan like once before or chill with her once
Yeah.
before, and then have to
Yeah.
pick her up again later.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, like what the hell is Gohan doing?
Yeah.
Let
But
me
you know what? Like that.
fix him up.
Like when Piccolo beat the shit out of Gohan, that shot
Yeah.
was clean.
what?
When he punched him in the gut. Yo,
Yeah.
you know the gut shots that Toyotaro does? Always clean, bro. His
But
gut shots are on point.
What's also crazy is like this chapter was pretty long,
It was.
and we got pretty far into the
we
movie.
We did.
Like further than I expected at least.
100%,
Like because
100%.
it ends off where Gamma 1 is fighting Piccolo.
Piccolo. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like I guess you could say that's still the beginning of the movie, but the way that these chapters are rolling
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
I could see us getting done by like September. Maybe even sooner.
Sooner. I would say sooner.
Right?
Sooner.
Because next chapter,
Depends on how much like salt
Well-
or like, you know.
yeah, how
spice.
much they add into
Yeah.
it. But next chapter, I can see them having the whole Piccolo fight, and then leading to Gamma 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Next chapter after that, we have Piccolo infiltrating.
Yeah, 100%. No,
Right.
no. I think next chapter, by
By
next
the end of the chapter,
he's already infiltrated.
he's infiltrating.
Yeah, he's already.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the chapter after that, he's done he does his infiltration, does his Pan scheme,
Yeah.
and then it ends kind of ends there, I guess.
Yeah, I can
right?
see that. I can see that.
And then you have another chapter where, Gohan, like they're about to fight Cell Max essentially.
Yeah,
Like Cell Max
yeah.
is getting prepped up, or I guess you could say like Gohan's fighting Gamma 2, and Piccolo's fighting Gamma
yeah,
1.
we get Giga Chad,
like we just
Piccolo.
have.
Orange Piccolo.
I
Giga
can see
Chad.
that being at the end of the chapter, or like saving
Right,
it for another
right,
one. Like
right, right.
I can definitely see like 8 more chapters for
Mhm,
sure.
mhm,
You just
mhm.
like if they broke it down
yeah.
properly, because I feel like they're gonna add a little bit more.
They are for sure.
So
Speaking of Piccolo's transformation,
Yeah.
I watched a video where his transformation, the symbol on his back,
Yeah. the tree thing or
the
whatever.
tree,
Yeah.
that it's a tree from Namek.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and like he's orange because of Dragon Balls.
Yeah, because the Namek trees are literally just circle.
Yeah,
They're just
yeah,
circle
yeah.
balls. Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, that's deep. Whatever, man. Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
So, I'm kind of rattled because, like me and Jasmine right now would just be so dumbfounded because like sure, I don't know if you watched the pod or whatever, but
Yeah.
we're just sitting there like, what could this primal fear be?
Yeah.
And we're actually just sitting there like, man, like I don't know what this primal fear could be. And then it's the primal fear of falling.
Falling, bro.
Which I'm like, yo, this is so like a slap in the face.
Such
Like
a slap in the face.
because like everyone's had that dream where you're falling.
You're falling.
Everyone's had that dream where you're falling and it wakes you up, right?
Yeah.
So
But
I was
he's-
just like,
yo,
holy, how did we not get that?
What was this?
How did nobody get that? I didn't see no theories. nothing.
Fujimoto?
Yeah.
Bro, he's like he's fucking with all the sad boys.
What do you mean?
Fear of falling in love, bro.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Nah, man. Man, just when you left me here with him.
Yeah.
Really, bro? And also the design for this devil.
Horny.
Looks really
oh,
cool.
sorry.
No, what? Bro,
He what?
you want
bro.
to touch up on that?
Yo, what?
What are you talking about?
He literally made the fucking devil like naked.
Okay, but
You heard me
but it's a
doing
chef.
horny as
It's
fuck?
a chef.
Yeah, it's a
dude.
chef, which is dope.
Yeah,
Like it's cooking up a steam
yeah,
or whatever. But
that's-
how does that work with like falling?
I
you
thought
know?
it was
don't
really
know.
cool. Like the actual chapter itself with
Asa,
it's a weird concept because you had Yoru and Asa just kind of not be in her body because I guess it's in her head then, right?
Yeah, it's in her head. Has to be.
Right?
Yeah.
Because basically the way I was saying is like the further you fall into this fear or whatever, the higher up you go and like that's a scary thing.
That is.
Falling into the atmosphere like there's zero gravity.
Yeah, like just upwards.
That's scarier
Yeah.
than falling down, to be honest. Because when you reach space, like nah, you're done.
I mean,
Right?
if you're going up, whatever comes up must come down. You know.
Yeah, but if that's happening in your head, right? So I'm assuming
That's
like
true.
as you reach
I know, I
space
think-
in
I
your
think-
head,
yeah.
like physically, you're
You-
walking off the ledge and you're falling down,
Oh, maybe.
right? Because we
Maybe,
don't know what's
yeah.
happening with us
That's true.
physically yet. But man, Fujimoto, dude, you actually popped off, my guy. Like that was phenomenal. I'm just kind of sad, or not sad. I'm just rattled.
Yeah, you're sad. I know.
Nah, I'm just shook, honestly. But like we did have this little. I don't want to say the flashback. It was part of her inner
Monologue or
no, like this world that she's in where
right.
she's with orphans and stuff, and there's a cat,
Yeah.
and then somebody kills the cat, and they're like you can't have a cat, like nobody's allowed having a family.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole thing, I'm wondering if that's actually how her childhood was,
It probably was.
right? Like whether that and that's some like because it's very like very much like a dream. So it starts off normal, and then something that she's had a dream about quite frequently, to kind of really cement that this might be the real world, like like those really realistic dreams that you have,
Yeah.
and then it's showing her falling off.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like that a lot more development for Asa and the shit she's been through.
That's true.
Like she's just been a punching bag for like everything.
I definitely think Denji's about to pull up.
Yeah.
Like just revving.
Justin was saying the same thing. He thinks he definitely thinks Denji needs to come and save her.
Yeah.
So
Then
for
she's
sure,
gonna
for
fall
sure.
in love with him.
No.
All right.
Naito won't let it happen.
Um,
Yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes next. Like really interesting powers of the falling devil.
100%.
Holy.
All right.
Also, because the fear of falling, like, does Denji even have a fear of falling? Like, it's
I know he
like Denji's craziness is like a cop out for all these devils because he
Yeah.
doesn't think like a normal
doesn't.
person. So,
But fear of falling in love. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding.
anyway, we'll do a little bit of JJK.
Yeah.
Round it out.
Yeah. Jujutsu Kaisen. What a chapter.
Which one was this again? Oh yeah, 217.
217.
217.
Yeah. So we get Yoruza. I don't know.
Yeah, fighting with Sukuna.
Yeah. And she a little bit fucked in the head.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a
little
little bit. And
Yeah, I just find it weird that she's in love with Sukuna. Like, I don't know why. I don't understand. Like, it just feels weirdly placed.
that she's in love with him.
Yeah.
I mean, I had thought Urame was in love with him.
Yeah.
So
But that's different because that love was more of like a worship love.
No,
right?
that's true. That's true. But maybe he loved her cooking. I don't know. Like,
But I don't know because it's just the way Yoruzu comes off.
yeah.
with what she's saying versus what she's doing, it's weird. And like they're doing like a little fight to the death because Sukuna's like,
Yeah.
you'd have to beat me essentially for me to marry you,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
kill me.
No, 100%.
Because if he loses in a fight, like he might as well just die.
Yeah.
Right, because he's gonna do everything he can to win a
100%,
fight.
100%.
So he's got to be dead at the point.
And
that
we
he
know from like previous encounters that she's lost to him multiple times.
Yeah.
Right from the previous
But
chapter.
That's crazy about Sukuna though. That means he's never lost. I mean, besides maybe the one time
maybe
that
one
he like
time.
sealed himself.
He's never taken an L. I mean, he did take an L to Gojo. So. What do you mean?
When?
Gojo fucked him up during when he had one finger. When you had one
get
finger.
away from me.
Get away from me.
That's not even him. That's not even really him.
All right.
Doesn't count. But yeah, you see him bring out Shikigami and stuff.
Yeah.
And just going back and forth with Yoryuza, but I just thought the action shots for this
They're
really
dope.
nice.
They're dope. And his Shikigami were like way different than Megumi's. What?
Sorry, I'm just reading over. He's just Yoryuza crying and shit. Like, give me a break,
bro. She loses her shit because he's not using his actual curse techniques, right? And you just see her eyes watering and just so much drool coming out of her mouth.
Like literally ugly crying. This is real ugly crying. You know what I mean? But just near the end of the chapter, we have a little bit of a narration on her technique.
Yeah, kind of.
I want you to read that. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Yoryuza's curse technique is construction. Depending on her training, she can recreate almost all substances that she recognizes, except for special curse tools. So essentially, she can create anything she wants out of like kind of like mimicking like something else. But I'm wondering why did they drop this?
Well, so she can what she uses like liquid metal, right?
Yeah, liquid metal.
She's like a Terminator.
Changeable.
She's a Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator. Yeah.
But
she uses it for flesh armor.
Yeah.
She materializes stuff like around her, so she might not even like as an outer layer, kind of like Gaara's sand in a way.
But it's anything she has an understanding of, so she can literally create anything.
But with Yoryuza being so old, like it's kind of like
it's not new things.
It's not new things.
Yeah.
So it's
it shouldn't be. So I think that her ability is a Zenin clan ability.
Okay.
Because if you look at Mai, she was able to materialize bullets.
The bullets, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is probably a variation of that.
Yeah. And we had we were talking in our group chat where, so we had Yoryuza, we have Angel, we have Sukuna, and Kenjaku, and then I think who are we missing here? Who are we missing out of this group? But essentially, these 4 like cursed spirits or beings.
Right.
Is it possible that each one of them was actually a descendant of each of those clans? Like I know that one theory that we had brought up with the 3 great clans, and they were the ones that ended up sealing Sukuna.
Yeah.
But
I think only Sukuna's
these could have been the original creators of those clans.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason why they're so strong, and they could have thought that becoming a cursed spirit is really like.
But not all of them are cursed spirits.
Ascending.
Not all of them are cursed spirits.
Yo's is not a cursed spirit?
No. You know what?
Search it up?
I didn't search it up. I texted Justin because he's our.
Because he knows.
He's
our
our
JJK guy.
He's our resident JJK expert.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, I'm pretty sure just a sorcerer from the past."
Okay.
And I think he said asked about Angel too, because at first I asked about Angel.
Angel is a cursed spirit though.
Are you sure? Where?
Because the way that she Angel's co-inhabiting Hana's body, it's the same way Sukuna is doing it with Yuji.
You were saying?
Okay, so even if Yo's is just a reincarnated player, that's fine. But just the way that these guys are all interconnected, I can see them all being the original clan members. And then, because they tie in so deeply together.
They do.
So but it just makes the most sense to me. Because why is Sukuna the king of curses? Was he the very first curse?
I think he was just
he could be the very first curse.
I doubt it.
Why?
I doubt it. He was a Jujutsu sorcerer that had ascended to becoming a cursed spirit. We know that. That's the lore. So then that means for him
there's cursed spirits before.
For him to exactly.
That's fair.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, what would be the first curse? Like, again, this kind of ties into Chainsaw Man.
like death being
like what like spoilers for Chainsaw Man, but again it would tie into that where like oh yeah like a primordial death would be everyone's fear is death, right?
yeah
So then he's a curse, like he's the
curse
thought
of
of
death.
death, you know what I mean?
I mean, well, because
Because I mean then it would be
he could also be the first curse that was allowed to actually like evolve. Because all the other, because with all these sorcerers in the past
yeah
that had they were focusing on curse technique over anything.
right
You could say that curse technique is easier to learn than domains.
then domains
Yeah.
okay
Because like we don't really we don't know if there was an abundance of sorcerers back then,
No,
or
we
more,
don't.
or if there's
We don't.
more now.
yeah that's
Right.
true, that's true.
But the way it kind of seems like there might have been a lot more before,
Yeah,
and there's less now.
That's what
Right?
it does
Because
seem like that.
we've only really seen like a cast of maybe like 20 people
Yeah,
for sorcerers
like,
in Japan.
yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's true.
And the people that have been coming back from culling games, like we've
Yeah.
been seeing quite a few.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So it could also be that he's the first one that was actually allowed to evolve. Like they didn't catch him, and then
He like got I don't
like how did he
because
how
we
did he
know
become the king of
because we
curses?
know he does like have
Right?
techniques beyond what we've seen, like the
Yeah.
whole open thing, right? So what if Yoruza or Yoruza
Yeah.
Yoruza
Yoyozu.
Yoruzu
Yeah.
is able to do the same thing, and
Yeah.
that's what this flesh armor sort of thing is, right?
Yeah. I think like because at the end of the chapter we have like essentially Maharoga coming out.
Yeah, we do.
Right.
Yeah, we do.
So
which is insane, and we've been saying Maharoga. We've been saying
Yeah.
we've been talking about Maharoga.
he's gotta
Like,
come.
he's
He's gotta
gotta-
come back.
and the
He's
thing
gotta
is,
come back. That's
Like we had
easy,
a friend.
easy.
We had a friend in our chat
Yeah.
say that your user
Takes it?
takes Maharoga.
Yeah.
No,
You don't think so?
no chance.
Yo, I don't know, man. With,
No
with her,
chance.
the
'Cause
way
go-
her
hold on,
the
hold
way
on.
her
Yeah.
ability works,
Yeah. No, go ahead. Yeah.
she could tank some hits.
100%.
She could tank some hits.
100%.
That's
And
fair.
if you were saying Maharoga
Shibuya,
Shibuya,
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
This is Maharoga with
Sukuna. I
Sukuna
know.
cursed
I know.
energy output.
Yeah.
The fuck? That's about to be a kaiju and a half.
No, 100%. Like this.
Like
gotta be
no
something, yeah.
chance.
But you think
Especially
it's the
based-
same Maharoga though, or do you think it's something different?
It's gonna look different. It's gonna look
Yeah.
way different.
No,
But
but do you think like the same thing that Megumi's been trying to bring out?
yeah.
It's that same
It's gonna
being.
It's that same being because we see the sacred treasure
Yeah.
above Sukuna's head, and it's the
Yeah.
same sacred treasure,
Okay.
right? So we know that it has that sort of doomsday
Yeah.
ability, and it's like, how the fuck are you gonna fuck that up
Yeah.
with Sukuna level output?
Yeah. Okay. Do you think So, I had had this theory way back
Yeah,
where, because you know in Shibuya how the creator so when Maharoga came out, Megumi's has to be the one to beat it for him to actually control it and bring it out.
right.
So now that he's in Megumi's body,
Yeah,
if Sukuna kills Maharoga
yeah,
and is able to now use it at his will,
yeah,
now it's gonna be buffed up with Sukuna's power. Because
yeah.
now
It
that
is.
just summoning it, he's not buffed up by Sukuna yet.
Oh,
It's just base Maharoga. I think that's something that we kind of forgot. He's just
okay. 'Cause
right?
He's not actually.
he doesn't have control of him yet.
Okay.
So Sukuna
Yeah,
needs to,
maybe.
and if Yoryuza just kills it,
Yeah,
or I mean, I can see Yoryuza bodying, taking hits,
yeah,
and then have the liquid armor fall off, whatever,
yeah.
and then have Sukuna just come in and try to kill it himself, just so he can recreate it and bring it out way stronger.
Because the thing is, Maharoga is basically specialized in fighting cursed spirits.
Yeah.
Not these human
Hybrid forms.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah.
that is, right?
Yeah.
Because its blades are literally fucking made
Yeah.
of that shit.
Like
That.
one shot.
Yeah. Because even Sukuna had said that himself. He's like,
Yeah,
if I
he
was a
would've
cursed
died.
spirit, I would have died.
Yeah.
Right? So, I don't think Yoryuza takes it. Because I want to see Maharoga. I want to see how strong it is.
Yeah.
And especially if it has that doomsday aspect.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking be able to adapt or have such a vast knowledge of jujutsu sorcery. Maybe this is Gage's way of showing us okay, none of your user's techniques work.
Yeah.
Then your user's okay, open, and we see water or some shit.
What do you mean open?
So remember when Sukuna fought Jogo,
Yeah.
Jogo, and he was yo, open, and he pulled out a flame arrow.
Yeah.
That's
you're saying
what? Yeah.
she
what
has the
is
same
that?
ability.
Because what is that, bro? What is?
I just thought that was one of Sukuna's like arsenal.
I think like to me, I think that's something like because he's like, you guys don't know what true Jujutsu sorcery is. He's been dropping
so you're
lines
saying
like that.
you're saying she's gonna tap into that same
It's
shit.
a some level beyond type shit.
Yeah.
And she may be like open and pull out some water or something.
That's fair.
You know, I'm not saying like that, but
To be honest, the way that
but did I say?
in the way that the older sorcerers would create their techniques.
Yeah.
Because I had mentioned it before, where there's a reason why their stuff's more elemental,
right?
And
it is
now it's more logical and stuff. Like it's way different, right?
It is
because it's like the way society's changed
and shapes you and stuff. Yeah, makes sense.
So I can definitely see them overlapping with abilities because it's kind of like, okay, you have this flame power is your curse technique.
Yeah.
You can make it into an arrow.
But why
like you can change it, manipulate it, and do what you want with it, right?
Why do you be like, oh, flaming curse technique, da da da, or like cleave or something?
Yeah.
This guy was like open, pull that shit. It seemed as though he was like unlocking
some shit.
I see level shit. You know, at least that was my interpretation of what he was doing.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I can see them having that overlap, and then that just kind of goes deeper into like why they tie in together. Because like, were they all part of the same clan? Were they all followers or like whatever? Like, you know, they all learned this collectively. Right?
Yeah, but again, like, so Angel. Angel is not a cursed spirit. No, she reincarnated into Hana. Yeah, and then they like coexisted.
They coexisted.
Yeah, because if you look at someone like Hikari, he just took over whoever's body he's in. Yeah, he didn't get fucked.
Well, well, here's the thing though, because they mentioned Angel prior to like when Cully Games was starting.
Yeah, they were like, "Yo, there's a Jujutsu sorcerer."
So to me, it seemed like Angel didn't just get brought back from Culling Games. Like Angel had already been part of Hana before then.
No, bro, she got brought back from Culling Games. Yeah,
okay.
She did.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's probably dead now, but like.
Yeah. R.I.P. I think definitely next chapter Yoyozu's gonna tank it. We'll see like that old shit. Like let's see what this guy's about to do.
Because again,
but then we'll see her survive because of in the way that they had just explained her ability, like liquid armor.
Yeah.
I can see like pieces of her falling, like similar to the Gara thing, like his sand armor falling off.
Right.
Same thing where liquid armor is falling off.
But here's the thing.
And then Sukuna realizes it's not enough, and then he needs to kill it.
Because here's like again going back to the whole doomsday aspect of it. I don't even understand how Sukuna killed it. If this thing is like doomsday in the sense it adapts to however you try to kill it. Yeah. How are you killing it? And like I get it could be because it's 8th General Maharoga, right? Yeah. So I think maybe the
amount of rings.
Amount of rings is how many times it can adapt. So if you do more things than it can adapt to, then sure, I get it. Yeah. But like we'll see.
That's tough. Because I'm wondering how they're gonna because now that Sukuna had already dealt with Maharoga back in Shibuya. Yeah. If he even has like the skills in his arsenal to
from back then.
Well, because Maharoga already adapted to it.
Yeah.
Like even though you like
maybe I don't like we don't even know if that's how it works.
But assuming that he did. Yeah. Now Sukuna's got to pull newer skills and things out of his ass. To, like, yeah. Right. So maybe we'll actually see like newer like actual Sukuna skills instead of him using Megumis.
Yeah, I hope so.
That might be, and then
because he was just like he literally was like, yo, let me play the role.
Yeah.
Fuck it, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
like Megami did it so many fucking times. Yeah. He's like, yo, let me play the role.
Yeah, I didn't notice how many times. Like that's when you brought it up. Yeah. Like, I didn't know Megami was using it that many times. Like that's crazy. Yeah.
So I mean, like, does he know the ritual? Because he has to say, with this treasure, all that shit. So, like, did he hear it when Megami did it? Does he know it from before?
He already knew it. That's what I was wondering, whether...
Is it actually going to come out?
Whether it's that Maharoga that's coming out, or if it's a different one.
But it's because we saw the sacred treasure, you would think it's the same thing.
But there could be different ones that have that same thing. Like, you never know yet.
But so he has to be, like, with this treasure. Or maybe he can just, like...
You also do see this, like, ant-looking, like...
Yeah.
Grasshopper beast thing. I don't even know what it... But that's, like, what Yoyozu covered herself in. Yeah. So, it's kind of... It's like you were saying, it's going to be like Kaiju versus Kaiju, though.
It is.
right? Like it's
Monster versus monster.
yeah.
Yeah. And then like Sukuna's just gonna be like, nah, I'm the real monster.
He's just gonna be
you know?
he's gonna be watching.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know.
But yeah, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, it's on break this week though. Next week.
Ah, geez, Louise.
Yeah,
That's hectic.
I know.
Damn.
But I think One Piece isn't on break, so that'll be nice.
Yeah.
But then I'm pretty sure it'll be on break the week after.
Wow.
But then at least we got JJK coming back, so it's
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah. It's gonna,
Pods won't be too long for you guys.
yeah, they won't. So I think that's all we got.
Yeah.
So that's the end of our pod. If you guys liked what we talked about, go down there, comment. We know, Justin, you're gonna be commenting.
You better be commenting. Comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification.
Yeah. If you liked what we said, if you didn't like what we said, let us know. Interact with us on Twitter, TikTok.
Any more theories you might have, drop it down below. I'm definitely down to discuss them.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll shit on your theory.
We'll see.
Maybe I like it. Who knows?
We'll see.
Yeah. Instagram never.
All right.
I think that's about it.
Peace.
Peace.